Fight me, you disabled stupid ape. I'm going to show you that you're nothing but an insignificant black woman. Snarled Marcus Thorne at the black woman who was mopping the mat area of the dojo, unaware that seconds later he would be on the floor, begging for forgiveness. You won't believe what the black woman did despite being deaf. Come on, Blackie, don't hide behind that mop. Show us if your kind knows how to fight too. Those words were uttered 30 seconds before the black belt kissed the floor. It was Tuesday evening. Only 4 students and 2 parents remained, watching from the back corner of the Serenity Dojo in Oakwood City. Marcus, the black belt instructor, stood in the center, arms crossed. In front of him stood a woman in the light blue uniform of the cleaning staff. Elara Jones, 37, black skin, braided hair, and a calm face. Hey, black one, what's the matter? Marcus said loudly. Don't you understand? All right, you're a stupid deaf mute. The students laughed uneasily. Elara didn't react. Her gaze stayed steady, silent. Marcus stepped forward. Relax, I'm not going to bite. I just want to see if you know anything beyond wiping sweat. One parent muttered disapproval, but Marcus ignored it. She's always here, watching us. Maybe she thinks she could do better. Elara took a slow breath. All right, Marcus sneered. You can't answer. Well, the body speaks, doesn't it? Come on, demonstrate if the black cleaning staff knows how to fight. The room grew tense. Come on, black woman, don't waste my time, he barked, snatching the mop and tossing it aside. Get in position, or should I sign it for you? 2 hours earlier, Elara had arrived quietly through the back door. Cleaning here helped her pay rent and stay focused. But while she worked, she studied the students' movements, their mistakes, their posture. She knew martial arts better than most of them. Before the car accident that took her hearing, Elara had been a national judo champion in the Midwestern Leagues. She never spoke of it. She preferred to stay invisible. That evening, she saw a woman and her son arrive, Layla Davies and Finn, a boy with hearing aids and a notebook. Good evening, Sensei, Layla said. My son wants to try a class. Marcus glanced at them. He wants to train? Yes, Layla replied softly. He learns fast, even if he can't hear well. Marcus smirked. This isn't a playground. If he can't hear, he can't react. Layla pleaded, at least let him try. Marcus shook his head. Ma'am, this is not the place for special cases. Elara tightened her grip on the mop. Finn smiled, mimicking the student's bows. She saw herself in him, a silent fighter in a noisy world. When class ended, Marcus said coldly, Ms. Davies, I don't want to waste your time. There are gyms for children like him. Children like him. The words hit hard. Layla's eyes dropped. Finn looked lost. Marcus then noticed Elara watching. What's wrong? He sneered. Got something to say? She shook her head. All right, you can't hear me, he laughed. Perfect pair, the boy and the cleaning lady. You two should open your own dojo. Layla paled. Finn looked down. Elara kept cleaning, but Marcus wouldn't stop. Do you even know martial arts? Or just how to mop floors? Come on, show me something. Don't make me think you're just another useless black woman. Elara looked up, shook her head again. Come on, he taunted. Don't be scared. She refused, stepping back. Fear, Marcus shouted. Always the same. They talk about equality, but when it's time to prove something, they hide. The room fell silent. Elara met his eyes, her calmness unshaken. See, Marcus said loudly. She doesn't even dare. Then, slowly, Elara tied her braids back and stepped onto the mat. Marcus grinned. That's it. No karain. Okay. Elara bowed respectfully. Marcus mocked her gesture. A quick round, he announced. The dojo froze. Marcus lunged first, fast and direct, but Elara sidestepped, used his momentum, and swept him clean off his feet. The thud echoed. The laughter stopped. Marcus got up, furious. Lucky move. He attacked again. Elara dodged, twisted, and threw him down harder this time. He stayed down longer. Gasping, Finn clapped silently, joy shining in his eyes. Layla's tears glimmered. Marcus staggered up. Who taught you that? He barked. Elara bowed lightly. Respect? He roared. She signed calmly. We are finished. Marcus froze. Elara retrieved the mop, straightened it, and began cleaning. Finn approached her, signing shyly. Are you deaf too? Elara smiled and nodded. And you won. She signed back. Listen with your eyes and body, not ears. Layla asked softly. What did she say? Finn smiled. She said you don't need to hear to be strong. Marcus sat on the mat, humiliated. Elara kept cleaning, silent and composed. The air smelled of wood and shame. When the class dispersed, no one spoke. Parents left quickly. Layla stopped by the door. Thank you, she whispered. Elara nodded. Finn waved goodbye. When they left, Alara stood alone in the quiet dojo. The clock ticked steadily. She turned off the lights, stepped outside, and vanished into the night. By morning, whispers spread through the dojo. Students spoke of the cleaning woman who silenced a black belt without a word. Marcus arrived late, his jaw clenched, his neck flushed. No one dared to greet him as he went straight to his office. Watching the security footage, he saw the fight. The moment he humiliated Alara, the deaf cleaner, and ended up on the floor. Hesitating briefly, he disconnected the hard drive, but it was too late. A parent had filmed the scene, and within hours, the video. Coach humiliates deaf worker and ends up on the floor, spread across social media. 3 days later, reporters appeared at the dojo. Marcus locked the doors and hung a sign. Classes suspended. Parents withdrew their children. Students demanded refunds. His reputation collapsed. Alara, however, kept working. She didn't speak to anyone. She just cleaned as always. But something had changed. Some students now bowed respectfully when she entered. One evening, a shy boy named Ivan approached her. "Ms. Alara," he said carefully, pronouncing each word. "Could you teach me what you did?" Alara studied him, then nodded. That night, after cleaning, she placed 2 mats and demonstrated simple movements: balance, control, center. No words, just gestures. Ivan understood. The next week, 3 more students joined. One night, Marcus returned unexpectedly. He found Alara surrounded by students, moving together in perfect silence. "What is this?" he growled. She didn't answer. "You're teaching now?" he sneered. Alara raised her hands and pointed to the mat. "They want to learn." "This dojo is mine," Marcus said. "I won't have you turning it into your little refuge." Ivan stepped forward. "Sensei," he said, trembling, "she's teaching us for real. You don't listen, you just shout." Marcus froze. The boy's words cut deeper than any blow. Alara picked up her backpack and headed for the door. "Where are you going?" Marcus demanded. She stopped and showed him a handwritten note: "To open my own dojo, where everyone can hear with the body." Then she left. 2 months later, a white sign hung above a small doorway near the market. "Dojo Shizuka, the power of silence." Inside, the floor gleamed. Men, women, children, deaf and hearing, moved in unison, guided by Alara's silent gestures. Among them were Layla, Finn, and Ivan. Alara corrected postures gently, her face calm, not proud. Meanwhile, the old Kasanamaki dojo stood abandoned. Paint peeled. The sign had fallen. One afternoon, Marcus appeared outside Shizuka. Through the window, he saw perfect order and quiet strength. Alara saw him too, but did not stop the class. She only bowed. Marcus returned the gesture and walked away, humbled. That night, after everyone left, Alara sat on the mat and wrote in her notebook, "Silence is not weakness. It is discipline. Respect is not demanded. It is demonstrated." She closed the notebook, breathed deeply, and listened to the quiet. Dojo Shizuka grew slowly, without advertising. Word spread among those who needed peace: deaf people, immigrants, outcast teens. No one shouted there. Only breathing and the soft rhythm of feet on the mat filled the air. Alara's lessons were different. She taught her students to see, to feel balance, to read movement. Finn, just 12, learned faster than anyone. At his first regional tournament, he won, not because he heard more, but because he understood more. When he received his medal, he turned to Alara and signed, "Thank you." She returned the gesture, her eyes warm. One evening, an older woman entered with a young man in a wheelchair. "They told us everyone is accepted here," she said hesitantly. Alara smiled and pointed to the mat. "Everyone learns here." The young man's doubt turned slowly into hope. That night, as the class continued, Alara thought of Marcus and the old dojo. There was no bitterness left. Silence had become her victory. Months later, she received a letter with no return address. The handwriting was unmistakable. "You were right. I learned more watching you be silent than speaking for 20 years. Marcus." Alara placed the letter in her notebook beside her old words. "Silence is not weakness. It is discipline." Sunlight filtered through the window, catching dust in the air. Alara walked to the center of the mat and bowed. No applause, no recognition, just a whisper of breath and stillness. The dojo breathed with her. The silence reigned again, and for the first time, she felt complete.